went smooth.
What were you thinking when you were lying on the ground? It looked like you were in a lot of pain at that moment.
Just getting back to the sideline, get as much help as I can just to be able to get back out there on the field. My whole mindset was just being able to get right, get back on the field to help my team.
What was the challenge?
The challenge was just to be able to run the football consistently. And I think we did a great job of preparing in practice, and then it carried over to the game field.
And that came straight from your coaching staff?
Yes, ma'am.
You ripped off some big runs there. Have you ever seen so much daylight before? It seems like your offensive line and James Devlin.
Yeah, they were doing a tremendous job. They took pride in what they were doing today. I mean, they always take pride. They love doing what they do. And I just can't commend those guys so much. Believe it or not, they should be up here talking to you guys because without them, it won't be no running lanes.
What happened on the play where you got injured? It looked like you almost got folded backwards.
Yeah, just got tackled, got tweaked up a little bit, and that's just part of the game.
Sonny, when you guys run the ball as well as you did today, collectively and yourself, obviously, what does that say about exerting your will and gaining control of the game there in the second half?
That's just us being able to play Patriot football. We want to be physical and when you're physical, you can run the ball, you can throw the ball. It's almost like you control the line of scrimmage and do what you want to do. Coach McDaniel's got a great plan, and we excited to go out there and just execute it.
So were there any parts of the season that you felt for the offense, maybe you felt you weren't as physical as you would have liked to have been?
There was times, and I think that's part of the games, but it's all about trying to be consistent at being physical week in and week out, game after game.
Thank you, Sonny. Locker room open.
Yeah. You're. Yep. Yeah, and I think Christian will acknowledge this too. The guy that always gets forgotten about when you talk about blocking is the tight end. The tight end I thought was phenomenal today. Rob Gronkowski, when we talk about how important he is to the passing game, made the great catch to get him going on the touchdown catch. I thought he was taking his guy 4 or 5 yards downfield. Even on some of the touchdowns, Edelman's touchdown, for example, the blocking downfield by Gronk goes by the wayside. It's so underrated, and we don't talk about it enough. But him being able to secure that edge is huge for a guy like Michel, because Michel's one of those cutback runners where he'll come up inside and wait, dance. He'll try and shoot it out that backside, and sometimes you have to wall things off. But I thought the tight end was really good today too.
Right over there and right over here.
That's it? You break it down? All right, here you go.
Yeah. The only one to take over comes first for the Rovers.
Because then you gotta get all the rest of this.
Yeah. Well, it's not so much me, it's the guys in the group. So sending it up to them and they're sending it back to Boston. They have
So they gotta break it down.
They get a breakdown. You know, it's more Russian than
Yeah, you'll be back in Boston by what?
yeah.
I don't look ahead too much. I know they already had the buy, so.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see if she wants to do one. Does she want to do one more, or do you just want me to head out? Because they're going to be rolling in.
Connected to the ladder. It looks all right. It's plugged in and everything, right?
Why, you having a problem?
I'm having problems with it, but I don't think it's it looks secure.
Thanks. So, watch. This is all. Okay, 3 or 4 questions for Josh.
Josh, the play on the sideline, I think it was a third down catch from Brady where you were coming back for the ball. Can you take us back through that play and just sort of how it developed from your view?
You know, I think they gave us the right look defensively for me to come underneath the defender and make a play coming back to the ball. We practiced coming back to the ball. Fortunately enough, I was close enough in the right position to get my hands, you know, adjusted to stay underneath it and catch it. So, awesome.
Josh, when the team's running the ball as well as it is today, how does that help you as a receiver?
It opens it up for everybody. It takes, you know, a pressure off of the entire defense, the entire offense. Excuse me. But it was good to have Shaq Mason back in the lineup. I think that attributed to a lot of it. Sony fought through, you know, injuries and being hurt, and the consistency from James White. You know, it's amazing. So it makes our job a lot easier.
What was the biggest difference between the first half and the second half? You were able to break through for a couple more touchdowns.
You know what? I think we had to make an adjustment, second half adjustment, you know, what we were expecting to get, we didn't get. You know, so Coach McDaniels and the rest of the offensive crew, they made on-the-fly adjustments, and we tried to make it work, and from the looks of it, you know, it worked out for us, fortunately.
Can you explain what was breaking down? You guys came out in the second half, you were in the red zone, and Brady had 3 straight incompletions right there. Like, what was breaking down that wasn't happening? Because it's rare to see 3 straight incompletions happen like that.
You know, I mean, I think sometimes in the red zone, it's one of the toughest places to score, I think, in the NFL. Defense is really locked in. Offense is locked in. The look that you want to get doesn't always happen all the time, and more than likely it's the tightest and smallest windows of throws or runs to, you know, to get in the end zone. And, you know, it's just a battle, and sometimes it just doesn't turn out our way. But we fought back as best we could.
Thank you, Josh.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Josh.
Zoe's gone. Zoe left. Zolak left.
last time we were. Yeah. DMC.
Any questions?
Go ahead with your questions, guys.
Devin, how would you assess the defense today, especially in the secondary?
Just did a good job competing today. They dialed up a couple plays that were just good plays against the defense, but I thought overall, especially from the corner position, just competing, whether it was Steph or Jay or Jay Jones, JC, coming in there and just competing and making guys make tough plays on them all day.
You're able to shut them down in the second half. What kind of adjustments did you have to make to do that?
There was just a couple plays that we saw scheme-wise that we just had to talk about, and if they came up again, knowing how we kind of want to play those different. And then the rest of it was kind of what we talked about all week, just trying to get on their guys, making it tough. And I thought, what always helps is when the pass rush does a good job of getting to the quarterback, and, that helped us out a lot in the second half.
A lot of talk about complementary football, always has been around you guys, but when you guys run the ball like you did today and eat up clock like you did in the start of the second half, how much does that help you?
That was big, and that was one of the big things we talked about over the bye week of being a better team, covering kicks, running the ball, and stopping the run. So that was something that we wanted to come out here and do today, and I thought the offense did a great job, and then the guys up front defensively did a good job of just making sure the run game didn't hurt us and really open up everything for their offense.
Devin, you've had a lot of special experiences this year with Jason, of course, but to seal the game, clinch it with his pass breakup, and then to celebrate that play here in North Jersey, what did that mean to you?
It was awesome, man. And then, we're following up where my high school dominated yesterday and won a state championship. So to come back and Jay end the game, I thought he just did a good job. You get on drives like that, teams down 2 touchdowns, and it's just to the ball, throwing, crossing routes, in the secondary, you start getting tired. And I thought that was just a good job for us on 3rd down and then 4th down, coming up with 2 stops just to get off the field and not to give up any more points. That's something we've talked about as a defense of being able to just finish a game, get off the field, not give up any extra points. And I thought he really stepped up big to kind of shut that down. And then happy I was the first one to get there.
Devin, as the game evolved for the front pressure to really get them behind the sticks a lot, how much you really have a feel for that in terms of them dictating how the game's played?
That's big. I think to get an offense off track, whether it's on 1st or 2nd down, getting a play, to lose yards or no gain, kind of gets them where we want them on 3rd down, not the hard ones when you're 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3. And I thought we did a good job up front, whether either causing penalties or making plays to get losses.
What do you think of Robert Gronkowski today?
Oh, he's always awesome, man. There's I think he gets good work. We lock him down all week, and then he shows up on Sunday.
Is that true? They lock you down a week?
Sometimes, but not majority of the time. This thing's no break up here. You built this, Stacy?
Rob, how did it feel to be back out there today?
Felt good. Just to be back out there with the guys, just grinding, coming out here in New York, and just putting a good win together, a solid team win together, and just help out and contribute in the pass game and the run game. So felt good overall, and we got the win. So it's a good day.
On the touchdown in the first quarter was an interesting spot. They just declined the penalty. Was that your mindset that we're going to really take a shot here and go for it?
Oh, I mean, I knew we had to get a 1st down in order to keep the chains moving. We wanted to score. We wanted to answer back. They just put something up on us, so we wanted to answer back. And we had a good drive going, but, I mean, a little penalty got us to go backwards a little bit. But the play was called, and just, it's middle of the field. I knew there's always a chance when it's 3rd and long that if it is open, it's going to come to you. I know Tom's always going to throw that one if it's only open. And you just never know until you run it. So that's what happened, and just went up and made the play. It was a good ball.
Rob, you told us a few weeks ago that the end zone misses you. How does it feel to be back in the end zone this week?
It feels good. But, I mean, what feels better is getting that win. It's just scoring that one drive just was contributing to what we were trying to do, and that was get the W. And we just kept putting points up throughout the game. Just running the ball well, which was huge. I mean, our running backs are doing a great job. we were doing a great job in that phase of the game, which when you can run the ball, that's always a good thing for sure.
What changed in that second half that kind of led to you guys be able to put them away?
We were just, let's probably say making less mistakes. The penalties were killing us on the drives, but it's all good. But I mean, the second half we were just putting things together. Each play, we were each drive together. The big chunks, the big plays we were putting together instead of just a couple short plays. So it was good. It was good football.
Rob, did it feel like a weight was lifted for you personally, just being able to be back out there and be physical again?
Yeah, I mean, it felt good. I mean, just been putting the work in the last couple of weeks, whatever it was, to get back. And now I just feel like I can just keep on improving week in, week out now, and do what I got to do with the team. So it felt good to be back out there, and it was a good win overall.
How do you feel after that?
Oh, I feel good, man. Excited. Yes, it was a good. Did a lot of hard work to get to where I am. So now just got to keep it going.
What do you think the way that Julian turned that catch into a touchdown and really fought for those couple last yards?
Oh, I mean, you know when he's got the extra few yards to get, especially going into the end zone, you know he's giving it his all to get into that end zone. I mean, he gives it all to this game and to this team whenever he's out there. So that was a great play by him. Great catch, turn, hustle right straight up the field, and make that play.
Thank you, Rob.
All right, guys.
Good afternoon. How you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Do you notice the difference in the offense having a healthy Sony Michel and having really well-rounded kind of offense today?
Yeah, I think that's certainly a key for us. This was kind of the first time we've had a lot of guys healthier, and it just helps everything out. So anytime you can run the ball like we did, and I think the line did a great job blocking. James ran it great. It just helps a lot of things. So they got to play the run, play action. We had some chunks, and we weren't great in the red area today, but made enough plays, and I think we're happy we won. I think certainly a few things we could do better.
They showed on the broadcast just some work on the thumb there. What happened there?
Yeah, no, it's fine. Just a little scrape.
And then leading into the game, you missed some time at practice.
Yep.
How much did that disrupt?
Yeah, I prefer to be healthy and practicing all the time. Just wasn't the case, so just get back at it right now and try to feel as good as I can for next week.
Tom, take us through the 3rd and 2 and then 3rd and 12, I guess it was, and then the pass to Rob, and what's going through your mind in all the scenarios there, and how did you see Gronk?
Yeah, we got the pass interference call against us, and then Gronk did a great job kind of running up the field, and I saw him kind of get by the middle linebacker. I saw the corner squeezing, and I threw it, and I didn't really see the end of the play. I heard the cheer, and I wasn't sure if they intercepted or if we made the play, and I was so happy Gronk made it. What a great play for him. I mean, he's a great player for us.
Is that a trust ball? Is that a trust ball when you throw it up and you just figure he's going to go up and battle for it?
Absolutely. I think those are certain ones where, Gronk's probably the only tight end in the league that can make that play, and he played a great game.
Tom, we know you're sick on Friday. Are you still sick today? You still feeling it?
I'm feeling better. Yeah, feeling better today. And, yeah.
I know it's not about records, but you passed another one today. Is there one record over the years that you're particularly proud of?
Just wins. I mean, that's what we're here for, to win games. So trying to be a part of as many of these as I can. And I love being out there with my teammates and working hard at trying to figure out how to get the job done each week. And it's not easy, but, just here to win.
What kind of adjustments?
The loss like you are, and then you have the bye week, which gives extra time to think about it.
Yep.
To prepare. Is it sometimes just as simple as, I don't care if it's ugly, there's some mistakes, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm happy to walk out of here.
Yeah.
On the right side of the sport. You know what I mean? Is
Yeah.
it sometimes that simple?
Absolutely. I think, part of it is, you'd love to be perfect out there. The other teams are well coached, and they got a lot of good players too. So, when you win, you feel really good. And it's obviously a couple weeks ago, we did everything the opposite of what we needed to do. And I think we're doing a better job taking care of the ball. It gives us a much better chance to win games. And scoring more points, converting on third down, scoring in the red area, all those things are really important that we talked about. So we made some plays. There's certainly ones we left out there, but we'll take it and keep moving forward.
Sony said that the coaches specifically challenged the running game to be more consistent. Did you guys feel as an offense there was a challenge overall there just to be more consistent maybe?
Yeah, I think, in every area. I mean, I think we can do a better job. So, we're certainly, not where we're at. We're not, where we want to be. We're keep building for it. And we're going to go out there and try to get better. And hopefully everyone can stay healthy and see where we're at here, next Sunday.
You had a couple big plays in the middle of the field. I think you had 4 pass plays. Your first 4 pass plays went over 20 yards. How much of that is just Rob being out there, and how much does he help open things up for other guys?
Yeah, well, when he's out there, it's great for our offense. So I don't want to minimize, his importance. He's a great player, and Sony's done a great job in the run game. We haven't been very healthy at running back this year, but that's just part of it, and we're just working through it. And just good to get a win and get to 8-3. Try to get another one next Sunday.
After they tied the game at 13, you had a 4-play, 75-yard drive. And
Yep.
Julian made a huge play. James made a huge play.
Yep.
How dependable are those guys and just those plays when you needed them?
Yeah, so dependable, consistent. They're just great players, and we needed them to make those types of plays. Those 4 plays, you're right. It was throw to Chris, hand off to James, hand off, and then throw to Jules. And Jules made a great catch and run. So, when they're in there, when they're involved, good things are happening for our offense, and hopefully we can just keep it going. So, thank you guys, appreciate it.
All right, it was as usual down here. It was a tough game. Jets, as always, play us tough, and certainly gave some problems there in the first half. We were able to get a few things straightened out, and overall played pretty competitively. I thought that we got some obviously good yardage in the running game that opened a lot for us. But Ryan did a nice job punting the ball. He got us out of the hole there a couple times with good punts. Defensively, we had some key stops at the right time. So, certainly plenty of things we need to work on and things we could do better. Could have done better today, but overall, thought our guys competed hard. So some of the things we worked on in the last couple of weeks showed up in the game today, and so that's always good. Hopefully, we can continue to build on that and be ready to play another good football team this week.
How important was it to establish the run game today? Some of the players talked about how the coaches kind of challenged them to run the ball more consistently today.
Well, it always helps when you can run the ball. That opens up everything else and keeps you out of those long yardage situations, which we have been in too many of those the last 2 or 3 weeks. So it was good.
And what do you think of Sony, the way he ran the ball today?
I thought our backs ran well. I thought our line blocked well. The receivers blocked well. They were an important part of the running game too. Obviously, the offensive line, the tight ends, James, Rob, and so you can't run the ball with just one guy. Everybody's got to block a lot of people and got to do a good job running and finishing our runs. So it's just credit to everybody.
Would you call that a good physical game for your offensive players today?
But we try to play physical in all 3 areas of the game. So
like the way Julian scored and the way Gronk scored, really battled through some traffic.
Yeah, definitely. Those 2 plays for sure. Mm-hmm.
Bill, how big after they tied the Jets tied the score 13, went on a 4-play, 75-yard drive. Hogan made a big play. Edelman made a big play. White made a big play. How big was that drive?
Yeah, it was a big drive. Yeah, it was a big answer. Again, the play action passes, fed off the earlier runs, so we had some good opportunities there. Then James had a good run in there in that. I think it was that drive. So, yeah, those when you have plays that complement each other, it's good. If you get one going, it usually helps the other one get going too. If you don't get either one going, if you don't get one of them going, then the other one doesn't have as much pull. Josh called a great game, like he always does, and You know, he was able to, I think, keep the defense off balance a little bit, and also he had a couple good calls in the right situation at the right time, and that helped us too. So it's a good job all the way around.
Coach, can you just talk a little bit about defense, in particular red zone defense, culminated with that 4-down stop at the end of the game?
I was a little ways away from the play, but it looked like Jason made another good play on the ball at the end. We had blitz several times in the game, and on the third down play, they tried to roll out away from it, and then on fourth down, try to throw the flag route. It looked like Jason did a nice job of going up with the receiver and got his hands on the ball. We had a couple of those plays that I thought we played the ball well, played the receiver's hands, played the ball well. So yeah, those are obviously big stops. Third down, fourth down, red area. Those are huge.
Overall, very satisfied with the way your secondary competed today.
There were some good things, yeah. They got us on a few things too. I had a couple chunk plays there, a couple 30, 40 yarders to, Nunwa, Curse on a touchdown. So, there'll be some things we can still work on and improve, obviously. But I thought they competed well, no question. They competed hard.
Bill, how well do you think you guys put the penalties, all the penalties in the game, in the past as quickly as you could and moved on from them and not let them kind of affect things?
Oh, well, we had too many of them, and we made ourselves go backwards there too many times. We were able to overcome some of them, but in the end, I don't know, 10, 11 penalties, however many it was, that's not really what we need. So hopefully we can trim that down. We need to.
Ryan Allen on team held Robertson in 1 punt return yard. Just how key was Ryan in this game?
Yeah, Ryan did a great job for us. Pat filled in for Nate as a personal protector today, and that was big. They gave us a couple of tough rushes that Pat handled well. Ryan hit the ball well, good distance, good hang time, put him right on the sideline. So, he just had the one, bad one on the touchback where he had a chance there for field position early in the game, but he gave us some great field position today. We needed that. They did an excellent job. Steve, too. Steve hit the ball well. So hopefully we can continue to build on that. It's not perfect, but I think we made some progress today against a good returner, and we'll see another one next week. We'll see him the rest of the year.
Bill, final question. Bill, when you have Sony and James both healthy and running the ball well, how does that open up things for you guys in the passing game?
Yeah, well, the running game complements the passing game. A lot of those plays were kind of look the same. The runs and the passes look the same as far as the blocking and the backfield action and so forth. So, again, Josh and the offensive staff did a great job on some of the play designs and the complementary actions that work together. And, again, when we had success with one, that a couple of those play action passes, I think, led to some opportunities in the running game. Some of the runs led to some opportunities in the passing game. So it was, that fit together well for us at times today.
Final question.
Bill, how do you feel about your team's conditioning right now? It seems like on both sides of the ball, some pretty long drives. So I'm just wondering if you noticed that was a factor at all today.
I think our team's been in good condition all year. Early in the year we played in some heat. We came out in some short weeks and thought bounced back and had good energy in practice, which was a good sign coming off those short weeks and being able to be ready to go in a couple of days and play with good energy on a short week. So I think that's all part of the conditioning and rest and recovery and all that. Our team works hard on that. Moses and his staff, Jim, his staff, Ted, they all do a good job. And the players individually, do a good job of helping themselves get back and fill the tank back up every week to play. So I feel good about it.
Shaq and Gronk, speaking of which, returning from injury today, and obviously Sony went down in the middle of the game. Those three players, the toughness they show week in and week out to be able to kind of bounce back.
I think we have a lot of tough players on our team. It's certainly good to have those guys back. Shaq, Rob, obviously Sony's helps us when he's in there. So it's good to get those guys back on the field. And we played, this is our 12th game, so we battled through a lot of our 11 games. What is it? I'm losing count. 11 games. So, look, at this point in the season, everybody's got, bumps, bruises. We've had the, colds and, flu symptoms and stuff like that. for the last month or so. So I mean, it's football season. Everybody goes through that. You just got to grind through it, and sometimes it gets one or two players, and then they come back, and it gets somebody else, and they come back, and but look, every team in the league is going through that. So we just gotta suck it up and fight through it. And our guys do a good job of that. They fight through it, don't make excuses, and just try to show up and do their best. So I really respect. That's what we need to do.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay, great. Thank you.